Hello aviators, Plasma 1945 here, loading up my F-16 with a couple of AIM 120s C's and 4 AIM 9X's. You're going, huh, what? Plasma AIM 9X's? Yeah, I am actually going to go troll the Red Force that's coming up to Beslan. So I'm taking off from Beslan, and before I even take off, I'm going to save a life here. I'm going to save a life of this F-15 pilot who decides to take the runway. Now he can see that I'm parked, I'm not pulling up. There's a reason for it. And as soon as I see him trying to make the runway, I'm like, no buddy, you do not want to die. So I pull in front of him and get his attention, and hereby saving his life. He's probably very upset, but a moment later he figures out why. I was watching this F-14 come back in for a landing. He did not look very good, and the last thing I want to do is have my ally F-15 pull out onto the runway. That Tomcat just smacks the runway and kind of pulls off to the side, but he's definitely not looking good. One of his engines on fire. Hey, he made it down. Any landing you can walk away from, right guys? And then he does that cool 360, 270 turn. Wow, good work. Alright, F-15, I just saved your life. Hopefully you will support me in this flight and not get smacked. Alright, let's take the runway ourselves while that Tomcat is still okay. So back to getting our aircraft into the sky. Taking off from Beslan, I have only about 15 miles directly south to the gutter. That's the space of small hills before the larger mountains where usually the flankers will be hanging out. At this time, the server was very much on the red side, and there wasn't a lot of people in the blue, and they were getting overrun, so I decided to jump in and help them out, and also to work on my short-range combat. A little bit of BFM and using all helmet acquisitions and everything else I could possibly do in the F-16. Alright, so we're going to head directly south. As you can see already, we have enemy contacts within about 20 miles, and we're picking up a few guys flying in. So I've got my bingo fuel set at 6599. So you can do that by hitting list 2, and what that will do is that'll let you set your bingo fuel. The reason I have it at 6599 is so that I have an audible cue when to punch my tanks. Because I'm dogfighting, I want to use the tanks, and I want to have an audible cue to punch them off. This way I know I'm not wasting any extra fuel and flying with tanks that don't need to be there. Alright, let's get our radar up. I've got a hostile on my left side. Angel's 22 hot. He's at 40 miles. 30 miles, that's about 60 kilometers. Let's get him locked up. My goal in this flight is to stay low and push away the enemies. There we go, we've got him on our GHIMIX. We're moving up pretty quick, and looking at him, looks to be an MiG-29, probably an Su-27. And we're going to climb up because he's at 22,000 feet, that's about 7,000 meters, and take a shot at him. As you can see on the right-hand side of the HUD, we've got F-19, that means he's at 18 miles away from me. And we are within weapon employment range, not quite no escape. And we're going to send a Fox 3 on him. We only brought 2 of these. Fox 3, we want to push him away and make him descend. Making sure that we still have a lock on him on the radar. Flip our nose, and there's a missile from the flanker on us. Rolling out, descending. The missile has already gone. Pitbull is tracking him, and there's the smoke from our SA-15s that are protecting Beslan. His missile's on me. I'm turning away and accelerating. Keeping an eye on the radar right now. That's the other thing. There are enemy aircraft down low here. There we go. There's a guy within 8 miles. Let's see if I can spot him. Put him into primary data link. So we're using the AWACS target to get him locked up. Let's get our nose on him. AIM 9X wants to kill him. Ready for a Fox 2. Alright, he's beaming, got a good tone. Fox 2, but that was a mistake. He started descending, and my AIM 9X has hit the mountain. Let's get another shot here. Need a good position on him so that the missile does not hit any mountains. There it is, Fox 2. Tracking. Alright, good hit on a JF-17. First splash of the day. Keeping an eye on our data link, it is very spotty here, so also using my head and my vertical scan. Alright, we've got a enemy aircraft, Angels 8 on the nose at about 10 miles, just behind this hill. Again, back into primary data link contact, so we have an approximate location of where he is. But remember, as soon as our AWACS stops seeing him, he's gone. So again, gotta rely on my eyeballs here. Vertical scan. Sweeping left and right. He's appearing and disappearing. Looking around just in case he's somewhere else. Remember, that data link contact is about 5 seconds late. Oh, there he goes. Did you guys see him? There he goes. He's passing on the other side. Let's reverse our turn. And of course, the TAC view is in the top right-hand corner. He's picked me up as well. But remember that data link is about 3 to 5 seconds delayed. So he's right behind me, co-altitude. I'm doing a really sharp turn. I don't want to take an ET in the butt here. This is a dangerous spot. I'm losing a lot of speed. My tanks are still attached. Going over the top. Hopefully he doesn't see me. He's in helmet acquisition and vertical scan. There we go. Got a lock on him. He has not picked me up. He's extending away to the left. It's all about patience. Alright, switch to an AMRAAM. Fox 3. There you go. Splash on flanker. I think that's Comrade Flanker from the squad. Okay, so that's Splash 2. The reason I switched to a 120 is because he was starting to get outside of that 2.5 mile range that I'm comfortable using AIM 9Xs at. And as I come over this mountain, I do have a data link contact in front of me. White smoke from the right. That means there's a flanker that just fired here. I'm looking for him. There he is. Picked him up. He's just fired and defending Fox 2. Splash goes to Tbilisi. J11. He's down. Things just escalated very quickly here, guys. Alright, how are we looking here? Our missile is trying to run away on us. Gonna be out of ammunition here pretty quick. We got a hostile Angels 41 at 20 miles. That's 40 kilometers coming in. I'm not getting his nails. Not sure what kind of an aircraft that is. Possibly F-14. Looking around here, I do have a friendly with me here, based on the data link. And I have one guy on the left, one guy on the right. The guy on the right is high. Pushing through the cloud. Can I spot this high flyer? Actually, there he is. There's a high flyer. He's making an arc. That means he's either defending or he's fired. He's no factor. He's turned away from me. Let's target the guy that's on the left. Put in some high Gs. And let's come through here. The goal here is for the enemy E3 not to track me. He'll be coming in somewhere from my 6 o'clock, maybe from my 4 o'clock. That's where the E3 would be. Every time the E3 comes up, that means that their AWACS can see me, so all their F-16s and flankers can get me on data link. I gotta stay away from that. Alright, another enemy just on the other side of that hill. He is at 10 miles, that's 20 kilometers. And we're gonna try to take him out. We're down to one missile here. And for those who are wondering, this is a track replay, just so I can make it a little more cinematic, so it's not coming out of my VR feed. And there's going to be a little bit of a glitch here, but that's okay. Just a preview of a glitch coming up. Alright, we've got him in primary data link, so the AWACS is assuming, based on the information with a couple of seconds delay, where he should be if he doesn't change course. And just as expected, there he is. Flanker, not taking a shot here, because we don't want to waste our missile. As soon as he shows us his butt, there we go. 6 o'clock, Fox 2. And this is the glitch part. In the actual replay, the missile for some reason went stupid. But if we watch what the replay thinks happened, yeah, he did get shot down and went down pretty nicely here. But for whatever reason, the missile just went stupid. Alright guys, Plasma 1945 trolling the Red Force. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and Plasma 1945 out. Subscribe and share and do all kinds of stuff.